The resistant core constitutes a particular case of the structures formed by screens. The screen falls to form a post girder with high bending and stiffness torsion.
The core is located in the center of the building and the elevators. Stairs and service are housed inside. The vertical and horizontal load of the building is assigned to it. The necessary penetration into the interior of the core forces walls to be drilled, which introduce a complementary shear deformation in the core controlled by the bending stiffness of the beams that join them together. The shape of the nucleus is very diverse and is governed by the needs of the elements of building elevation. They can be unicellular and multicellular, rectangular, curved, etc. Except in the case of suspended or supported buildings, the central core is held by the edge pillars in resistance to horizontal actions. This interaction between both elements is carried out through the bending stiffness of the horizontal floors, and its amount depends on the rigidity of the nucleus itself, of the width to height ratio of the building, of the area of the contour pillars, of the stiffness of the floors. It's frequent that the floor is articulated on the core, whether a metal slab is used as well as concrete.
For this reason, the cores embedded between the core and the slabs, so that there is resistant collaboration with facade pillars, can only be established through a strip of the slab parallel to the side of the nucleus and close to it, where the equalization of the streets between the slab and the core is checked automatically.
The Marina City was the tallest residential complex building in the world, as well as the tallest reinforced concrete building. The project is located in Chicago, in the United States of America. It has 65 floors and 179 meters high. The building has the shape of a concave.
The architect in charge was Bertrand Goldberg. The towers were self-supporting as the building grew in height. In its early days, the towers sailed visibly when the wind blew. For this reason, people began to think if the towers were stable, but despite their doubts, they turned out to be strangely strong and efficient. It was the first great construction to use a slipform, and for this reason, it was closely followed and greatly admired. It was also the first building in the United States to be built with tower cranes. The structure is a combination of space frames, arched beams, and shotcrete, covered in lead sheathing. The residential towers were built in concrete. These have a concrete structural core in the shape of a cylinder, 10 meters in diameter and 180 meters high. The diameter of each tower is about 32 meters.
The shape of the buildings means that they have to withstand only 30% of the wind force that a rectangular building of the same dimensions would have to resist.
The Lateral Tower is a 555.7 meter skyscraper located in Sincheon Songbak District in Seoul, South Korea. The architect in charge was Kong Peterson Fox.
Further stiffening the tower and resisting lateral loading are several belt trusses that typically occur at position of programming transition, and also serve as areas to house mechanical equipment. Structural systems employed within the tower include a concrete core surrounded by 8 concrete super columns resting on a concrete mat, which are tied back to the core via steel outrigger trusses. The uppermost portion of the structure, the pinnacle, is expressed through a steel diagram frame that can be seen through the translucency of the curtain wall.
The Lake Point Tower is located at 505 North Lakeshore Drive in Chicago, Illinois, United States. It is the only residential building across Lakeshore Drive, which is a large and busy city avenue, and its height is 196 meters. The architects in charge were John Heinrich and George Esquiporate. For the design of the facade had originally planned 4 wings, but then they found out that the building system with 3 wings was the cheapest. For your height and to withstand strong winds that hit the city of Chicago for much of the year, architects John Henrich and George Kipore designed a triangular core of reinforced concrete 59 feet square, where they stay 9 lifts and 3 stairways. The triangular cool pillars helped the circular outer ring did not have a particularly large section on the upper floors.
The different facades are composed of a set of anodized aluminum curtain wall with a black color characteristic.
We can observe other relevant buildings that share the same structural form, like the Titanium Tower, the Cover, the US Steel Tower, or the Shanghai Tower in China.